How's it going, listeners? Welcome back to Cubold Cast. Today we're going to be talking about the 2016 indie game Firewatch. Firewatch. I've been trying to get you both to play this for years now.
Yeah, that's true. I've had it in my library for maybe 2 years.
Yeah,
It's a really cheap game.
Yeah.
Isn't it like $5 or something?
something like that. Yeah,
It's very,
so.
very cheap. But it's a very short game too.
I don't even remember where I got it from. Maybe
you
Humble?
bought it, or
Did
probably
I?
like G2A.
Probably.
You might
yeah.
have picked it up at a sale or something because it was probably like $1 or something. I could see that.
I'm going to have to go back to G2A today, get FNAF. Security breach.
How much
For
is
sure.
that?
I think
Like,
it's $20. I know.
Wow, how many
but,
hours is it though?
I think it's like 6 to 8. But
It's decent.
Wait, you got to play the whole thing, or you got to
No.
do parts?
well, I'll play it tonight on stream. Then we'll see how it goes. But I guess if people like it enough, then I might do a part 2. I'm not gonna play it off stream. That's for sure.
Yeah,
not that
you
I'm
are.
saying I'm not gonna.
You're gonna become a FNAF.
You're gonna get into the
YouTuber.
lore.
I already know the lore, and it's way too complicated now.
Yeah.
Or at least, what's his name? Game Theory.
Mm-hmm.
It's a game theory.
There's so many videos.
Yeah, it's
You
insane.
retcon so much too.
Every video retcons something else.
Does I heard that the guy left, the main creator of FNAF left the project. Did
Wait,
he come back?
Scott Cathon?
Because I
Actually,
think he said
curious
something
about
like he got canceled or something.
Oh, he did get canceled for something. Let's see.
I thought he left, but I'm not sure if he came back at some point.
Cathon retire. Is retiring. He says he's retiring back in 2016 or no 2021. I don't know. Let's see. Did he come back?
It's such a weird thing. Like
Retire?
Well, I mean,
I know, but it's just
seeing how much money he made with the first Five Nights at Freddy's and
Yeah.
just the whole, mass of games after. I mean,
but he didn't do it for. He did it because he got canceled. Like he said something in like years before or something. So this week, last week, sorry.
last Monday.
Yeah, Chug and as well as Ben saw Batman because I know me and Jay saw it the week prior.
Well, you guys came with us too. We had a bunch of people go.
I would watch it a third and even maybe a fourth time.
Yeah.
It is so good.
It's a good
Yeah.
movie. And you know what? I watched The Dark Knight like a couple days after the second viewing. It's still a good movie. It still definitely holds up. But I think I like the Batman better.
You do?
Yeah.
Really?
In terms of a pure Batman movie, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a better comic book Batman movie.
Yeah, because it's darker. It's more on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you like Christopher Nolan's style, which I love, I've seen all of his movies except for Dunkirk or something.
I haven't seen Dunkirk.
Because I'm not into war movies, but that definitely is his style. And it's more like, it is a stylized take.
So you're saying it's like a Christopher Nolan movie that is Batman themed?
Basically, yeah.
I could see that, yeah.
Whereas the Batman is Batman themed Batman.
Yeah. It was incredible. And this time we got to see it with the, what do they call it? Not the IMAX.
No, it's the XD theater.
Theater,
which
yeah.
is like
21
if you've ever been to
speakers.
Cinemark, it's like 16 speakers on each side, something
Yeah.
that's crazy like that.
So what is IMAX exactly? Because I've been seeing
IMAX?
people are obsessed with IMAX.
Isn't that the projector?
Every theater's a projector.
No.
Well, IMAX
Isn't
is-
it IMAX like the specific
IMAX is
projector?
like a huge screen, like 2 to 3 times the size of the screen we were at.
I don't
2 to
think
3 times?
Yeah, I don't think Cinemark has. They don't do IMAX.
IMAX is
Is
massive.
it AMC has IMAX?
I think so. Usually, when it comes to like IMAX theaters, the only ones that I've ever been to were what was it? We went to an IMAX theater at a random mall in Virginia, like years ago, and we watched like a shark documentary on it at some random mall. I don't know. I don't remember where it was exactly, but the screen was huge.
They have those a
The
lot.
resolution was insane.
They have those a lot at museums
Yeah.
with documentaries.
Well, it might have been a museum.
Yeah.
But IMAX theaters are, you'd know if you're at an IMAX theater. I'm just saying that right now because it's huge.
Yeah, but I've seen IMAX at museums, but I've never seen like an actual movie in IMAX.
I think it might
I've
be
never seen IMAX at all.
closer towards the cities that they have these IMAX theaters.
Do they have like crazy speakers like the XD too?
Insane speakers, insane resolution, huge screens. Yeah, IMAX is crazy.
I do gotta say that the first time me and Jay went, we saw it in a normal theater, but this time we saw it obviously in the XD, and some of the most impactful scenes, like I'll just say it's not a spoiler, but it's in the trailer. The car chase was 10 times better in the new.
Well, you mentioned
the
that
theater.
last podcast, I think. You said
And I said it was
you wait
amazing.
till
yeah.
you get to the car chase part,
Yeah.
and it was like you were sitting there and you could feel it in your chest.
Yeah.
Just the
engine.
the engines, the
insane.
noises. I don't know. It was just so good.
I know. Yeah, I was talking to Ricky after, and he's like, man, that movie made me want to get like an old Mustang. I'm like, yeah, but you're not Batman, so you'll look like a douche. You're not gonna be cool. You're just gonna be a jerk.
We revving that in traffic.
Yeah, it's like only
That's
the Batman
mean.
can do that with his car.
There's one thing I wanted to mention about the IMAX. Years ago on my senior trip, we went to some museum. I think it was some sort of astronomy museum, and they had this huge theater where the ceiling was the screen, and basically you reclined and looked up at it.
Huh.
It was massive.
It's like a documentary or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it went all the way around the room too, because it was like you looked up and there was like stars above you. It was the biggest screen I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure it was a projector, but still, it was massive.
Huh.
Like you could look up or like dead ahead or left and right, and there'd still be stuff on the screen.
Like a 360 camera. Like a.
I think it was 360.
Huh.
It was huge.
How would you even get a projector to work like that?
It's probably
Is it multiple
Probably a
projectors?
bunch. Yeah,
Okay, that's crazy.
I forget where that was, but it was pretty interesting.
Projectors are pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, they don't have as good a picture quality as TVs, but they get pretty close.
Yeah.
Well, projectors are the best option if you want a big screen, like bigger than like 80 inches.
Who needs that kind of screen?
Well, one thing I've always wanted to do is go to a drive-through movie or whatever.
We watched
wanted
Toy
to try
Story
it.
3 in
Yeah.
a drive-through theater in Vermont.
Oh, I was gonna say because I don't think they have any here.
Yeah, they're
I know.
weird. Really weird, but
You tune into a certain radio station, and the audio from the movie plays over your car speakers.
Huh.
It's really weird, but
Was
it's
it-
kind of cool.
Intelligible? Could you hear?
Oh,
was
yeah.
it-
you could.
Oh, okay.
We
It was
watched
really
the
good.
entire movie. It was actually really good.
Because I know sometimes, like around Christmas time, when you go to those people's houses and they have like tune into the station, and like the radio station is like super crappy.
But I think it was local, so it was a lot better quality.
It's like in the general area
Yeah.
of where the actual thing was, and then there was like 5 or 6 other movies playing in other spots around us.
Yeah.
So like you can look over and I remember seeing Avatar: The Last Airbender being
Oh,
played on
yeah.
the other side. It was just like it
know
was
what's-
really weird.
You know what's strange? Now that you say, okay, so you say Avatar: The Last Airbender, but do you guys know the Avatar movie, like the blue people?
Yeah.
The second one's coming out this year.
Yes.
What?
Took
That's
long
the
enough.
highest. I think it's the highest grossing movie ever.
The movie was
the first
mid.
one.
It really was.
I don't remember too much about it.
I didn't like it at all.
It was so boring.
Yeah, all I remember was that I think there was supposed to be like a scene to skip or something.
I don't remember.
And that's the only thing I really like because I don't know. But it's like
Dude wanted to become a blue man. That's pretty
Yeah.
much the entire movie.
I don't really know
Yeah.
too much of the premise. Although, it is. I think it still is the highest grossing movie ever in terms of box office.
It's legit the plot of Assassin's Creed, but with aliens. Like a dude sits in a simulation and
Oh,
goes
yeah,
to
that's
another
true.
another thing.
It was more than a simulation, though. It's like,
Well, it's kind of like a simulation, but he's
Oh,
in another place.
yeah,
That's right. And then,
Yeah.
oh, that is so weird.
it's a very odd movie.
And what
Like,
also reminded me of,
he couldn't walk, right? And that's why partially why he wanted to have
oh.
that. Like he was in a wheelchair.
Oh, I
I remember him
remember
Actually,
being in a
maybe because I
wheelchair.
remember him having to be carried.
Yeah,
You know, towards the end.
yeah.
remember the George of the Jungle live action movie?
Oh,
Did you
That's
ever
a
see
thing?
that? Yeah. The plot reminds me of that because it's the whole save the forest and all
wasn't
the
there
creatures
multiple
in.
of those?
I don't know. I just remember the first one.
Oh, I'm
But, like-
thinking of Tarzan. I'm thinking of Tarzan.
The Avatar plot is legit the same thing as the George of the Jungle plot.
What? I didn't even know that was a thing. That's terrible.
It's like the evil corporation wants to destroy the forest, so they got to save it, kind of thing.
George of the Jungle. Wait.
You remember George of the Jungle? There was
was
a cartoon. At
Brendan
first.
Fraser.
Oh.
It's like George.
Oh,
George.
Brendan Fraser. Have you
Yeah.
seen him now?
Yeah.
I think he's prepping for a movie, but
I think it's a movie or a show or something.
something like that. It's weird because you see him like when he was younger,
He disappeared for like 15 years.
and he came back with like 30 more pounds, and I'm.
Well, that's more than 30
no,
pounds.
yeah, and like no hair or something. I don't know.
People are happy he's back though.
Yeah, it's just weird seeing him back. I
Yeah,
remember
he's
him from
completely
the Journey to the
Oh, yeah,
Center of the
yeah.
Earth.
Wasn't The Rock in that too, or was that a different journey?
That was
That was-
Journey. That was
Oh.
totally different.
Yeah,
Oh,
but he was really. I don't, you guys remember Journey to the Center of the Earth with him?
I think
It was
so.
his lines were really cringy.
oh, it's been a long time since I've seen it.
I watched it a couple of years back. And
I
was
remember
like,
watching
oh my goodness.
what was it? One of the original Journey to the Center of the Earth, where
The
they
60s
had,
one was
the
good.
60s, yeah,
I
where
actually never
they
saw that
had
one.
the giant lizard, but it wasn't a giant lizard. It was like a regular lizard, but they like
Oh, they made it big.
they sized
Yeah.
it, but it looked terrible,
Mm.
but it was funny at the same time.
We used to love that movie.
Yeah,
Huh. I've actually never seen that one.
you should watch it. It's pretty good.
I've also never seen the original Willy Wonka.
You've never
Really?
seen that?
Yeah.
That's
Man.
surprising.
I only saw the Johnny
The new
Depp
one, Johnny Depp. No, the
That's
older
a
one is
weird
pretty
one.
good.
He's such a weirdo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you've never seen Indiana Jones,
Uh-huh.
the first
Yeah,
three.
yeah.
You've
Hmm.
seen the
Skull-
garbage one,
The terrible one.
Crystal Skull.
The
I
next
know.
one is filming.
Yeah, and they're
making
also coming.
another one.
They're coming
He's
out.
like
It's
80
the
years old.
final one, yeah. But they're coming out with the Indiana Jones game too.
Oh yeah.
Like a Lego game or
No,
Game
like
game?
not live action, but like
Yeah, I know what you mean.
a new game. And I forgot who was making it, but
Hmm.
not Ubisoft, thankfully.
Thankfully.
So
Speaking of Lego game,
sorry, yeah.
the Lego Star Wars came out today. We haven't all played it yet. None of us have played it.
Yeah, it should be coming out like this hour.
Oh really?
Yeah.
From what we've seen, it's getting great reception.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard really good things about it. Plus, wait, Ben, you're putting it up on screen?
Hope it doesn't blare audio.
Yeah, just make sure.
Okay,
Oh, I
good.
think
There's no
a trailer.
There should be a trailer in the news section, but
The reviews I've watched so far say it's probably the best Lego game ever made.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Yeah,
and
I've
that's
heard-
saying something.
yeah. Also, me and Chug were talking about this, but it's so weird looking at a Lego game that actually looks this good.
Yeah, the textures and the way that
Reflections.
the Lego people move
Yeah,
is ridiculous.
it's actually mind blowing.
like
Look at that.
it's so weird.
That looks like Battlefront 2.
It looks better than most AAA games.
I
And it's
know.
Lego.
Yeah. What is it like? There were people playing it like, I'm a fully grown man and this is amazing. It's like
Yeah.
you wouldn't think of this. Like usually you play a Lego game for nostalgia,
Mm-hmm.
different things, but this is a brand new thing.
Yeah,
We've skipped on the last like 5 or 6 years worth of Lego games.
yeah. I
Because
haven't.
they're pretty garbage.
I haven't played
Yeah.
any of the new ones. Maybe one of the DC ones.
Well,
Maybe the DC's.
the last big Lego game I think you and I played
It's Lord of the Rings.
Was Lord of the Rings, you think?
Pretty sure.
Hmm.
There is Lego Worlds, which is different.
No, I'm talking about like Traveler's Tales type
Hmm.
of Lego game.
Pretty sure it was Lord of the Rings.
What was the one? Why can't I think of the name? Lego Pizzeria or whatever.
Lego Island 2
Island?
from like
Yes.
2000
That's
I think
my
it was.
favorite.
Wait, is that really 2000?
I'm pretty sure it was
It
2000.
is so. That is so nostalgic for me.
It's not. It wouldn't be on Steam, Ben.
I mean, all those other like Freddy
should
Fish
check.
and
Actually,
No,
check.
he just checked.
Oh.
It's not.
The
2001.
music is so iconic.
2001.
Man,
So
that's a
Lego
lot of
Island
nostalgia.
2 is literally as old as I am.
I used to love that game.
That's
You
crazy.
ever play the first one from 97?
I don't know which one I played. It might have
He was
be
second one because Brickster's Revenge was Brickster.
Brickster.
Yeah.
Well, the Brickster's in the first one. That's why the second one's called Brickster's Revenge.
I think I played Brickster's Revenge though.
You can go to space. You can go to like the desert area.
Yeah.
You can go to
Yeah.
the Night Kingdom area
Oh, I love those
where you
so
can go
much.
jousting. I don't know.
There
It was
was,
just.
Was there a pirate area?
I think so.
I remember there was like a
I think-
diving mini game. I don't know if that was pirates or in the night area.
I'm not sure, but that's why we're excited
Oh.
for Lego Star Wars.
The,
Just because
the mummy area was so fun.
the Egypt area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 2 that I played.
And you know what? I gotta play this again.
It might have
Lego
even,
Island too.
We gotta do
You know what,
a
actually-
podcast
you
on
know-
it.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I think I might have played the first one too. Actually.
We did, but it was definitely not
I don't
as good.
remember the first one.
It was
Yeah.
first person.
Yeah.
I remember the first one.
Weird,
that was bad.
weird 90s style. It just wasn't that great.
We should
Yeah.
wait. How would we get this? We should play this again.
Probably just download it online somewhere.
Let's see.
It's weird. So we have so much nostalgia for like this kind of stuff. What this reminds me of is also, you know how like we have a nostalgia for Roblox?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I watched that video that Brian sent in the chat about like all this corruption with the Roblox Corporation, how they're like inadvertently using children as developers. And there's children that could hire other children as a developer and not pay them royalties on the Robux.
Oh yeah.
So they confronted the actual like corporation and they sent back replies that didn't answer any questions. And it was just like, oh my goodness.
Huh.
That's just so weird. At least at the state it is now. Because you can make some serious revenue from it.
It's actually crazy. Don't they cap your earnings at like $20K a month or something?
I don't think they cap it.
They do cap it.
They do?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was a crazy number.
Yeah, but isn't Robux, isn't that like, can't you actually like implement that for actual currency?
You can
Like,
exchange it for money.
exchange it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's at a low rate though.
Yeah, very low.
Very low rate.
But still.
Not only that, but they can allow kids to, they have like their own inbuilt, kind of like a stock system, kind of like Steam, but even more so. Well, Steam is
it's
more
item
regulated.
trading.
Yeah, but it's not like that. It's more of like, it's more gambling than anything else because they show you the charts and like, you're like a kid. So it's just insane.
I checked on Roblox within the last like 6 months, and I had some rare items that I had bought and are now worth tons of Robux.
Huh.
I could sell those for a lot of Robux. I'd be a Roblox rich boy.
Get yourself some cool swag.
Swag.
Oh my gosh. No.
No, but I didn't watch that video. I saw it in the chat.
Yeah.
But
He pinked me for some reason when he sent that.
What?
is that really that bad of a thing if kids are having fun building games?
It's not like that though. That's what it's supposed to be. But now there are 10 to 20 team development teams.
Doing
Like,
what? Oh, like real
make-
people making it?
Yes, and they get paid in
yeah.
Robux. Some of them even get a salary.
Huh.
But there's no real regulation because you can't make that contract on Robux. So they'll do it through Discord. And then these kids are working.
Oh, wait, so it's other developers taking advantage of the kids?
Yeah, like I'm all
okay.
for like being young and trying to make money, but it's not like that. It's older, like 30-year-old neckbeards that are like using kids to develop their games and then not paying them Robux or whatever. It's just like super shady. And Discord, Roblox doesn't do anything about it.
Huh.
Yeah. It's really weird.
That is weird.
Converted into
I miss
this,
the
like-
old Roblox.
I know. It used to be where you just make fun games and stuff, but
Remember that one's? Wait, did you make a Slenderman level?
I did.
That was
You
fun.
remember that?
I do.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. That reminded me of like.
It's pretty terrible.
Was that before the Little Big Planet days or no?
I think it was after. Because or during. It could have been during.
I feel like
Because
It was before Little Big Planet.
It was before.
I feel like it was
Pretty
before because
sure.
I used to. It was like when I had that old Toshiba.
Oh, that's when we played Slenderman on.
Yeah. And then
Sounds like potato chips.
I think that was like 2010, 2011, and then 2012 is when we got into Little Big Planet.
Okay.
But I know Chug, JJ bought you Weird West for your birthday.
Yeah.
How was that?
It's actually a very fun game. It's very odd. It's different. It's
You okay,
different
Ben?
than what most people are expecting, like an open world, like West RPG is. Like, what's cool is there's 5 different characters that you play during one single journey, and once you complete that person's story quest, it jumps you to a new character. And so you play that character, but you can actually go back to the other character and invite them to like your posse, and you can actually grab all the stuff that you've earned from that person's journey. So you don't lose anything. But like choices matter in it. Like last night, I was going through a town and was like, why don't I just kill everybody in the town? Just like, why don't I just do this? Because you have a reputation and stuff. And me and my pigmen, because I had two pigmen in my posse, and it's like a supernatural game too. It's like, so I just started mowing people down in this town, and so I eventually literally killed the entire town, and nobody ran away. So I just murdered everybody, and I just went through all the houses and just gathered up all the loot. I got so much stuff. I was like super rich after. But the thing is, once I started leaving that town, it started going to different places. People would literally stop and be like, "Yo, you killed my family member. I'm gonna try to kill you." And they started trying to kill my posse and stuff. So there's like vendettas and all sorts of stuff. It's a very cool game.
This is why you get the bad endings in all the multiple
Yeah.
choice games.
The other day, he goes, JJ, you can kill kids.
No, you actually can't.
Oh.
But that would have been funny if you could.
And then I made fun of Ben. I was like, Ben, the first mod you download for every game is the Kill Kids mod. And he's like, yeah.
Whoa, what, Ben?
I did for Skyrim.
You're psycho.
But yeah, Weird West is definitely different, but it's really fun. It's like choices and all sorts of
It
stuff.
does look fun. It's different.
For Western stuff, I'm really selective with what I play because sometimes it can be really dry. Like, no pun intended with that. But like, just like really not boring in a way, but just like
The same old.
Yeah,
The same
like-
old stuff.
Well, the
every
scope
time.
of what you can do is pretty limited.
yeah.
Unless you make it supernatural.
Unless it's Red Dead. Like Red Dead. But you wouldn't know about that, would you?
Okay.
No, but
That's a
like
dry game.
when you add
Whoa, whoa, get out. Leave.
you're no longer part of this. Oh, I'm tangled. No, but when you add supernatural stuff into a Western game, it adds another layer.
Remember that old Wild West game we used to play
Was that
on?
Six Guns?
It was Six Guns.
Sounds
It was
familiar.
from Gameloft. You can actually still play it today, I think.
It was a Red Dead clone.
Yeah, Red Dead 1 clone. It was like a supernatural, like, I don't know, it was so good. From
Well,
what I remember.
For the time.
From what I
for the
remember.
time, yeah.
But like,
It was like, what, 2013?
something like that.
Like a clone of the
I don't
original
know.
Red Dead.
I really liked playing that though.
I've played it within the last couple of years, and it was really clunky. Or I think I watched gameplay of it.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, but like when you're a kid and you have an open world game, it's just cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's like me and Chug the other day. What was that game that we downloaded? The zombie game.
Call of Mini.
Call of Mini.
Yeah.
Oh, Call of Mini Zombies.
It wasn't
That-
open world, but like it was like
No.
zombie survival. Where
I have
you're, like,
such
a block
nostalgia
dude.
for that. That was like one of my favorite mobile apps that I used to play.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
We had a lot of fun mobile games.
yeah. This is a very nostalgic podcast.
It is.
Well, Firewatch is a very short game, so
Well,
We'll talk about other stuff, too.
Yeah, we're doing a little filler.
Yeah.
Which actually, you guys want to get into Firewatch?
yeah, we
Yeah.
can talk about it. So it's been a couple years since I played it, so you might have to fill in the gaps a little bit as we go
Yeah.
on, but I mostly remember the story.
So basically, the game starts out. It's very odd. It starts out with text, and it kind of premises what's happening. So basically, you're a lone dude, and you meet this girl. Wait, where do you meet her? I
There's a
forgot.
bar or something.
Or something like, and then you eventually like start to fall in love with her, and then you make all these weird choices. But I don't think it matters what choices you make
No,
at that
not
point.
really. I don't think.
It just gives you the option to just like, instead of just giving you the story. But eventually you get to the point where she has dementia and she goes and lives with her family. And so basically what you're doing, you go to the Rocky Mountains, I think it is.
Something like that.
Yellowstone.
I think
It
it's
wasn't-
Rockies.
it wasn't Yellowstone.
I'm pretty sure it's the Rocky Mountains where you're gonna be a fire watcher. So that's what the game is about. It's called Firewatch.
Basically,
So,
they
yeah.
just sit in a tower all day and make sure that there aren't fires, and they do other sort of maintenance tasks and like park ranger activities.
but you basically go there for like 3 months. I think for like the summer.
Yeah.
But
And the main character's name is Henry, but a lot of like what you were saying, how his wife had dementia, early dementia, because I think they're like in their 40s or early 40s or something. We'll talk about it later, but that ties into a lot of what the game really tries to highlight, is that he's getting away from a lot of his problems by going to be a fire watcher.
yeah.
And then there's obviously it's you, and then you interact with one other character, really. Her name's Delilah. And she's what? Like
She's
maybe-
like the leader or the
boss or
the
whatever.
boss of it.
But she's technically another fire watcher because you can see her tower.
Yeah, and she talks to you the entire game.
Through a radio.
Yeah. And the dialogue is actually pretty insane because their choices don't matter in the game, but the dialogue choices are extensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The voice acting is. I was thinking about this the other day because I played it all in one night.
I did too.
2 days ago. But the dialogue is some of the best I've ever heard because it's so natural. Like they say things that people would say.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It doesn't sound scripted.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, the interactions between Henry and Delilah are most of the game. A lot of times you're just running through the. Oops,
You broke it.
You're just running through the forest
mm-hmm.
and just having conversations about random stuff.
Yeah, and as you go, you see more things. Like you eventually fall down a cliff or something because the rope broke, and you eventually find like this locked up cave in the towards the beginning of the game,
Mm-hmm.
and that does tie in later on with the story and stuff. So you notice different things, like you see things before. Like that later on, that are a big part of the game, but you don't even realize it.
There's a
Until
lot of
later on.
mystery.
Yeah.
Especially early on.
Also, towards the beginning, especially in the dialogue, there's a big focus on alcohol. So,
Mhm.
like, it kind of sets up Henry being an alcoholic later on.
Well, same with Delilah though. She was like drinking vodka or something.
Yeah, something like that.
They were both alcoholics.
I don't remember what the exact significance of that was towards the later story,
Mm-hmm.
but it definitely means Henry was an alcoholic and he was trying to escape that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys felt this too, but obviously the game has you wandering the forest areas and the canyons and stuff like that, which it's a absolutely beautiful game. I mean, it's incredible, but you're kind of on your own other than the only other person you talk to, which is Delilah. And right off from the bat, she's really funny and sarcastic. And it's weird because although this game is not at all really a horror game at all, but it's kind of eerie in a way because you're all alone. Even in the daytime, you'll hear bushes rustling and
Even
stuff.
the people that you see are just silhouettes.
Yeah, you never really
You don't actually see
yeah.
people
It's very vague
until
and
the very
everything.
end.
Which that actually is also that ties into what I'm talking about is you feel so isolated.
Yeah.
And it's weird because there was at one point where I'm trying to do a task, I'm going through the forest, I'm looking for something, and I didn't hear from Delilah for like 20 minutes real time or 30 minutes, and I started to feel super isolated, and then she finally said something like funny or something, or asked me a question on the radio, and it like made me happy to hear her voice. And I think that's what the developers were trying to do is like you're so isolated, you want to hear back from Delilah or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys felt like that isolation
Yeah.
or whatever.
And I think the developers, everything they tried to accomplish with the game, they succeeded with.
Oh yeah.
Especially with the ending, which we'll talk about. We'll do a small spoiler section.
Yeah.
Some people were very annoyed at the ending, but the developers did exactly what they wanted to do with it. And they had a message behind it. Not really a deep message, but a message nonetheless.
Something that nobody really expected.
Yeah. I saw someone say something that kind of sums it up perfectly for me. Yeah, I don't know. I guess some people were quite upset about it actually. They didn't like it. It didn't get mixed, but in terms of the ending, people were mixed on it.
People were mixed on the ending for sure. 'Cause there's a lot of hype. A lot of like, you build things up in your own mind. But what's happening is that you're put into the shoes of the main character, and the sense of isolation and just sheer loneliness makes them think random stuff is out to get them.
That's the other thing is that you say that you're put in the shoes of the character. I think this game does one of the best, if not the best. How would I say it? It's the best way of putting you in the place of a character, like immersiveness. Because I played it all in one sitting, and that made it so much better. Because from when I started to when it ended, it felt like I was in that time period, which was like the game is like a 3-month span or something. I felt like I was there for 3 months, even though it took me 3 hours.
Well, what's funny is like, it goes like day 1, day 2, day 3, and all of a sudden day 77. And I'm just like, what?
What goes days?
It was a
jumps.
huge jump. And
Yeah,
I
it
was like,
keeps jumping.
what
Yeah.
had happened? But they could have probably made it longer.
They could have, yeah.
I don't
But
think it needed to be.
It didn't need to be, no.
Yeah. It felt like that span of time because when I got off the computer and I went to like the bathroom, I was like, it felt weird. I felt like I just went on like a vacation or something, and I was gone for like 3 months.
Yeah.
It was just so odd. I don't know how they accomplished that.
Yeah.
There's other side stories that are involved with it, which the side stories kind of intersect with the main story in a way, but they're actually like completely unrelated.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention.
You think they're related to each other.
You mean the
but they're
notes
not.
and stuff?
Yeah, there's two separate things happening at once.
Wait, I always had a question about the 2 girls that went missing. They never cleared that up.
They did.
They did?
Yeah. Well, I don't want to say anything because that would technically be a spoiler.
You could say it in the spoiler section, but I'm
did.
very curious. I didn't catch it. I guess.
It was brief, but they did clear it up.
Mm-hmm. Now, I think you can actually miss some things in the dialogue, if I'm not mistaken. Like, if you take a certain dialogue choice, you'll miss another option.
Yeah.
Because I know you can actually make her mad to the point where she won't talk to you for a while.
Huh.
And, like, you just got to deal with being on your own and figuring it out.
Yeah, there's sometimes you can, what is it? If she's talking about something, you can actually intentionally ignore the answer if you come up on something else, like reporting a fire or reporting something in the woods or something. Like you can ignore that dialogue. Yeah, when I didn't hear for her for a while, I actually didn't. It's not that I made her mad. It's just that I had a task to do and I walked past what I was supposed to do. So I was just wandering the wilderness for a while and I didn't hear for like 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah. It's easy to miss things sometimes.
Yeah.
Like you'll walk past what you're supposed to do and then you get confused. I feel like part of the game is just trying to figure that out, which that also is what the main character would be too, because he wasn't briefed and he just kind of figured out everything on his own once he got there.
I think it was intentional because even you were in the chat with me, Chug, while I was playing it. And some points I was like, where am I even supposed to go? Like, I don't know what to do. But I think it was intentional because obviously that's how the character would feel. It'd be like
you get the map, so you could pull that out and you could check and see exactly. But it didn't give you the exact like arrow pointing exactly where to go, which was kind of nice.
Yeah.
You actually have to figure it out.
It's kind of open world. Like it's like a small contained area.
It's like linear open world.
Yeah. But I thought it was done very well because at first I'm like, wow, it felt big. But then once I started going through and uncovering things, I kind of knew my way around by the end of it. By the end of the summer or whatever. 3 months in the game.
I was going to say something about the world. I lost my train of thought though.
As you progress, there's a wildfire?
Oh no. The game is like, it's a perfect length. Because if it was 2 hours longer, it might be frustrating.
Yeah.
Just like running around figuring stuff out. But I feel like the 3.5 hour mark is like the perfect length for this game.
Yeah, that is true. And you said, there were like fires. The map kind of does change over time because obviously, I mean, it's in the name of the game, but there are fires that happen. So like you'll see, not the destruction of it, but the air will
kind of the destruction.
Well, the air around you will change. There's ash everywhere. Sorry for my language.
But yeah, towards the end of the game, it's like it's like yellow.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool. Like it progressively gets worse and worse as you get through the game.
I'm trying to think. What do the graphics remind you of? Like kind of a little bit of Sea of Thieves, but not
it's
that
like
cartoony.
Sea of Thieves mixed with like The Witness.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's like a mix.
But oh my goodness, sometimes, like I told Chug earlier, I'm gonna change my computer desktop to the Firewatch. You know that one that has like the Firewatch tower.
Yeah.
But sometimes during the day, I was just like blown away. Is when it was sunset and it was like that pinkish purplish hue.
Oh yeah.
I was just like, I don't know. It got me excited. I was like, I wish I could be there.
Yeah.
'Cause it looks so good.
It's a really pretty game.
It is.
So I remember being very orange. Were all the trees changing already? Like, why was it so orange?
No,
It got orange towards the end of the game.
Because
it was very, very green, very, very colorful at the beginning. But as it progresses, it gets more dreary, more orange, more dark.
Huh.
What's cool though is like you have the green lush areas with like
flowers and
what do you call it, streams in a lake, and then like 50 to 100 feet over you have like a canyon, and it just all blends together so well.
I think my favorite area in the game was the I don't know if you'll remember it. It was the giant tree with like the ski that laid up against it.
Yeah.
And it had like the 4 or 5 different little streams going through it.
That was a cool area.
I think that might have been my favorite area in the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that location exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a lot of cool scenes.
There was.
Like when you're standing on a cliff and looking over the valley.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of felt safe, like, because at least a few times once you're done with your task, you'll go back up in your tower, like going in and closing the door.
Yeah.
Like, I felt so like safe and like
Until you get your window smashed in.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. But you have that same, like, I'm in my safe space. No one can get me.
Yeah, it's like if you're camping, once you get in your tent, you're like all bundled up. You're like, oh, I'm safe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even though if a bear came up to you, you'd still die.
Yeah, well, yeah. Or rust. When you have a bunch of materials and you've been mining for like ever, and you finally get to the door and you close the lock, and it's like
turn on your little bonfire in there.
Yes.
And you get that same feeling from this game.
Mm-hmm.
I always like that in games, like when they create a safe space for you, kind of like Resident Evil when you're in the safe room.
Yeah.
Well, okay, the Resident Evil safe rooms though, like I felt like it was too easy because like you run in, and then you'd see like what is it, Mr. X like stare at you through the door, and then you just stare at him,
come in, yeah.
and then he just walks away, and you're like,
but you did like it though.
yeah, that is true. That is true.
It was nice to have a save room.
Well,
save, yeah.
Save, yeah.
I thought you said safe room, but
yeah,
like messed
I
up.
said, yeah.
No,
Like
save, like a
room.
room where you go in and save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like also like horror games. Like you know a good horror game when they give you time to like debrief for a while and nothing happens. But when it's constant like jump scare, it's like you get sick of it. But they like make you feel safe for a while.
Yeah.
And they give you a little time to like think, and then all of a sudden something happens. Or
Yeah. You decompress and then they shove it in your face again.
You get a lot of that with
That's Outlast 1.
No, yeah, 2 was like nonstop.
It was constant.
Kind of, yeah.
There's no breather. The breather was you go to that the school and there's like the creature in there.
I hated that.
It was nonstop.
Yeah.
Which you still got to play the second one.
That is true.
I know.
You should
I have
play
it, but
Was
You gotta play it sometime.
Yeah, you should play it. Just to say you've played it.
yeah.
We won't do a podcast on it, but
Have we?
Well,
did we do
I have Weird West. I have the Lego Star Wars coming out
later.
So like maybe when there's like a what is it?
when there's not games.
When there's
coming
no
out?
games coming out, which is close to like May,
oh,
June.
we never mentioned it, but the forest was delayed.
I know.
Yeah, I think we
saw
did
that.
mention it, but
I don't think we did.
I don't know.
I don't know.
And Breath of the Wild 2.
Breath of the Wild 2 is
Well,
delayed.
I mean, of course, you're gonna. No, nothing's been shown off from that game, so like.
I mean, they showed like 10 seconds of footage, but that.
Yeah, but that was like
it.
2 years ago.
No. When in the like the announcement, it was so
Oh,
annoying.
really?
When did they delay the? How long did they delay the Force to?
You said October? Or was it
I said
September?
October.
You
It was
said
October.
the date. It was either
Oh.
September or October.
Hmm.
But something to look forward to for the Halloween
I
season.
know. That's what I was gonna say. As long as it's like within a reasonable time, so we can beat it.
Yeah.
If it's like October
Mm.
28th, then it's like, I mean, are we really gonna beat it that fast before a podcast? Probably not.
Yeah.
But it's something else to look forward to for that season.
Yeah.
Season's
That's
already amazing.
always such. I love the Halloween.
I know.
Because we have like we always play 4 games. The lights are orange.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We had nice decorations
We
last year.
did, yeah.
We need
I
more
just-
decorations now.
Yeah. I'm excited for summer, and I guess spring is here. It's still cold here a bit,
Mm-hmm.
but there's something about the fall season that's so nice.
Yeah.
Like that Halloween vibe.
Firewatch kind of has that a little bit.
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, well, it's like towards the end.
There's a few spots. I mean, not towards the
Well-
end. Like you randomly see that like silhouette of the dude up there, who's just like staring at you,
Yeah.
and then he like walks away.
There's some creepy aspects to it.
Yeah. There's a few spots like when you finally get into the cave,
Yeah.
it's really creepy in there.
But a lot of it is in your mind because you've been isolated for so long. So it's not that necessarily something is there. You just think that
You
something
think
is
it
there,
is.
which I actually like a lot.
Yeah, and you get paranoid.
I feel like now's a good time for the spoiler section
We
Yes.
could. Yeah,
because we all want to talk about the spoilers.
that is
so.
true. Spoiler warning.
It is an older game. If you haven't played it yet and it sounds interesting, you should definitely buy it. It's pretty cheap.
It's like,
Keep
and it's
to it.
very short too.
Super
so
short.
if you do listen to the spoilers, it will like give away everything.
If at all possible, I'm glad that I played it in one sitting because it was a lot more immersive that way.
Yeah.
But if it's not possible, then it's fine to break it up. But
Yeah. All right.
Good
Spoiler warning.
Spoiler.
how did you guys feel about the ending? Did you like it or dislike it?
I was actually mixed on it. I was hoping for something more, but I was like mixed, but I'm also happy with it.
Yeah.
It's like a kind of a mix of a mix, I guess.
So yeah, I was disappointed, but then I realized that that's what they were trying to convey, so I
Yeah.
understood it.
Yeah. It's such a weird, I would say the same thing. Like at first I'm like, what? I'm like, why? But then I started thinking about it. And especially like the more that I think about it, the more I'm appreciative of it because we don't get that all the time.
Now, I did have a theory. I don't know if it's probably not accurate, but when I had played it, my theory was they didn't know how to end it properly. So they said, oh, well, I guess no one will know what the true ending was.
Huh.
But they didn't know how to do it, or they had budget constraints.
Did they have budget?
I don't know, but they were a small team, so it's possible. Now, that could have been, and then they just said, oh, well, that was our whole goal with the story.
Do we know the team that made that? Have they made anything else since?
I don't know.
Because they're pretty great at what they do, to be honest.
Firewatch developers.
Campo Santo?
What? It just says Firewatch.
That's sad.
Um,
That background. I want that background.
They were doing a game called In the Valley of Gods, but they said the development is on hold.
Huh. That's a shame.
Wait, the developers worked on Half-Life Alyx.
Oh.
Huh. Oh, former Campo Santo. So I guess they only did Firewatch. Oh, Valve bought them.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, that makes sense.
Huh.
Yeah, Valve acquired the company, and they put their other game on hold, and they worked on Valve games.
I'm curious if you guys felt this same way, but given the circumstances of what Henry was going through and kind of like the hopelessness of his relationship, did you feel like a want to have Henry and Delilah like at least meet or something?
Yeah. Which I feel like the text wasn't enough to perfectly convey his past relationship with his wife, because I didn't know anything about the wife besides their like little weird interactions in the beginning. So I wasn't invested in his past wife and barely even thought of her.
Yeah.
Even though she still is his wife, it was almost like she didn't exist in my mind in the game's terms.
Yeah. Well, I know at one point he did have a dream about her speaking to him, and it was more of like I don't know, it's weird, like, because the game really does make you feel like you're in his shoes. So in my mind, I was like, it's kind of like a tragedy, because obviously from like some of the text, like he was crazy for her or whatever, and he obviously took care of her for a long time, but then just like this happened and you can't really do anything about it. Like she doesn't even know who he is. So it's like, I don't know, at that point it's like, I feel like he should choose happiness. So I was kind of like rooting for like the Delilah Henry thing or whatever. Cause like, I mean, I don't know. It just seemed like the right thing. But at the end, part of my disappointment, but then later I realized why they did it, was that he never got to see Delilah. And I think the developers did that on purpose. It's like this thing you were waiting for, this mystery or whatever, to see her and like all that, but they didn't give it to you because you expect it. Like in every other game, you expect to be given something at the end. They're like, nope,
That is true.
it's like harsh reality at its worst.
People were saying that they didn't want to render a player model, so that's why they didn't do it. But I don't know. That's a theory.
A game theory.
There's a lot of theories.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know all the details. I choose to look at it in that spectacle, like as in the developers wanted to basically say, like, life isn't like that. Like things don't perfectly happen. Like obviously the darkest thing that happened was that the kid died.
Which that is a pretty dark story.
Yeah.
And they were imagining a lot of things in their head, which there was a dude actually creeping around the woods. He did accidentally kill his kid, and he was actually destroying property. So it wasn't totally in their minds, but they made it worse than it really was.
Like the whole, I was telling Chug this, but like a part of me, I'd say maybe halfway through the story or 3/4 through, when he found that like sciencey area or or whatever that was fenced off. That like got me like thinking. I was like, oh man, like is this gonna be like a weird like government cover up, or like they're covering up like a species or something like that? And then that's the other thing that the developers were purposely putting there. So it's like, oh, you think it's gonna be all this supernatural stuff, and it's like, nope, it's just real life, just some dude covering up for his dead kid.
And the locked cave.
Yeah,
you couldn't get in the cave, so you think there's gonna be something special in there, some creature.
Even, do you guys remember at one point during the game when you're walking around, this really creeped me out actually, but there was like this weird howl. It ended up being a dead elk.
Huh.
But it was like really creepy.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably creeped me out, but I don't remember.
Wait, the dead elk made that noise, or when it was alive, it made that noise?
Before it died, it made the noise.
And the dead elk was a ghost.
Yeah.
There were like the research station burning down, like that also just added another level of tension to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like they built you up for all this like.
Wait, what happened to the
the girls? Yeah, they Delilah radioed back to you at one point towards the end of the game, and she said, oh, those 2 girls were arrested because they were driving some person's trailer or something. They stole it.
Oh, okay.
So they were alive. That was another thing. That was another thing. I had thought for a while, like maybe this is in his head. Like he's imagining Delilah. He actually killed those 2 girls.
Oh, huh.
Like I had thought, like maybe he's actually like making this all up, and he's like crazy or something. That was a thing I had thought for a while.
That would be a kind of a cool ending.
Yeah,
like
because,
him getting arrested or something.
Yeah, because there was one point where during the game, and this is fresh in my mind, so I'm able to like recall more things. But when he actually noted to that, he's like, Delilah, maybe I'm making you up. Maybe this is all in my head. Maybe I did do this thing or whatever. He was saying that, and then she was like, listen to me. I'm real. I'm as real as the sky is blue. And he's like, okay. But then I was like, the sky is like orange right now because it was sunset. And I was like, I don't know. It's weird, but I know that's not the case. That's not the ending, but I don't know. Yeah. I had thought it for a while.
Huh. Wait, so you never see, well, actually, you do see the dad in the woods, like shining a flashlight at you.
Yeah, but it's a silhouette.
Yeah. But you never actually see another person. You see a skeleton.
You see one person at the very end of the game, and it's a firefighter holding his hand out from the helicopter.
He has a mask on, though.
So that's the only person you ever see.
This is a theory, a game theory. So the game starts out with text, right? The dude in the cave had a typewriter and was typing all this stuff out. What if Henry was actually the dad? He had accidentally killed his kid, and he was imagining this other life for himself while crazy in the woods.
That would be a weird theory. I mean, that would be a weird thing if it was real.
Because, like, why was it beginning all text? Maybe he was typing that out.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Huh.
That'd be interesting. Yeah. Well, this game is ripe with theories.
Yeah.
Lots of crazy stuff happens.
That is true.
But, like, you want to theorize about it.
Yeah.
Like, you want there to be something else happening. Because it's just like, real life is boring. So you want something out of the ordinary to happen.
I think that's the beauty of the game, though. Is like, it's so fun to theorize about it. And you technically could, because there are some like openings for it. But at least what I think the developers did is just like, they just gave it to us straight, which was you never get to see Delilah. That romance was just in his head, really. I mean, not kind of, but not really. And then you just go home to the problems that you came there with or whatever.
Now, there were previous Firewatchers. What happened with them? I forget what their story was. Like, they left early.
The dad? Yeah, that was the dad and the kid.
Oh, that's right.
The dad never left.
Yeah,
The kid obviously died.
Huh. But there was something else that happened, too, like another one that went home. I forget. Maybe I'm thinking about just the dad and the kid.
Yeah, probably. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and also, I'm pretty sure around Henry's cabin you see a lot of alcohol bottles, if I remember correctly.
I thought that was from the girls.
Well, you see like a vodka bottle or something in her tower.
Yeah, tequila.
Oh, tequila.
You mean Delilah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. But yeah, I remember there being a big focus on Henry's alcoholism.
Yeah, there was.
Was he actually drinking in the cabin?
I don't know.
Who?
Henry.
In his watchtower or the cabin?
The watchtower.
No, there's no alcohol in there.
I took a bottle of whiskey from the
What?
girls, but I never drank it or never.
I don't think you can.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You can hold it in your inventory?
Yeah.
I forget how that works.
You can save it for later or whatever. Yeah. Did you catch the reference? I don't know if you remember this, Jay, but Delilah said it was something about people stealing stuff or whatever in the forest. They were having some sort of conversation, and she said that someone stole the pawn sign. And then later on at the end of the game, she was like, someone stole the pawn sign, and he's like, why would someone steal the pawn sign? She's like, what are you talking about? It would go great in this and that. It's like, it's a great pawn sign. And then later at the end of the game, you see that she stole the pawn sign. It's in her Firewatch tower.
I didn't catch that.
Huh.
It's just like cool. Wow, there was a lot of sibilants.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of cool little details about that.
Mm-hmm.
There's just like,
Did you get the turtle?
the what?
The turtle?
Oh.
I didn't grab the turtle.
I found him and I was just like, yes, the turtle.
So there was one point, like the turning point. I think you find the map or something. No, you find something on a stump.
The clipboard that shows that someone's been logging in their conversations.
So what exactly was that?
That was Ned, the dad. He was.
Why did he leave it there?
I think he was there because he knocked you out right after. He must have been writing up and like taking note or whatever. He just didn't realize he was coming. That was the turning point. That's when I was like, what? Like it got pretty real. Or it got kind of creepy.
Because you knew there was someone following you for a while.
Yeah.
And you're not alone out in the woods.
So the reason he was out there was because of Delilah?
Who?
Was
Ned?
he trying to get revenge on Delilah?
Ned?
Yeah.
No, he didn't want to take he got his son killed and didn't want to take him back because I think in one of his tapes or in his tape, he's like, I don't want to bury him. I don't want to go through that. So I just stayed. He basically didn't want to take responsibility for killing his son. So he stayed there for the 3 years.
And so that's what he did to pass the time?
Yeah, I guess. It's weird.
Yeah, I guess that the Henry being Ned, his name is Ned, right? Did we ever say that or did I just remember
Yeah,
it?
Ned. That's
Okay. Maybe that theory works in all aspects. Like he talks to Delilah and like she says the sign was stolen. Maybe he moved it over there and made it seem like that. Because it would also explain the weird text opening because there was nothing else like that in the entire game.
Yeah. It could be, yeah.
And you don't hear a lot of backstory from Henry, do you?
Not really. I mean, the only
Only
thing
from the beginning.
The only thing would be that she addresses him as a new guy, as Henry, because they just got enough funding to put out a job listing. So that would be the only thing, is that she would probably know, I guess, if it was Ned. I mean, she never saw him, but...
Yeah, I don't know. If she was real.
That's true.
There's so
yeah,
many
if she
theories.
was real. Yeah, because you never see her.
Mm-hmm.
I think probably it's safe to say that the like main or canon ending or whatever is probably just that it was real life, and that's like the main thing that they're trying to convey.
Yeah.
But it does open up to a lot of like theories that you can have about it.
And I like games like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's such a good little game. Like 3 hours, and it has so much to it.
Yeah.
It's kind of a shame that actually Valve bought them.
Well, they worked on Half-Life Alyx, and that game got overwhelmingly positive.
I want that game so much.
Why don't you
You
get
want
it?
it?
It's like $60 still.
Wow.
Wait for a sale. Isn't there a spring sale happening like next month or something?
Probably.
Or this month sometime? I'm not sure. But
I just want another like indie game similar to this.
There's another indie game we played. It was a Above View game. What was that one? Friends in the Forest. They go to the island.
Oxenfree?
Oxenfree.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It kind of reminded me of the way it worked a little bit.
Yeah.
Like they're just in the woods and then like random stuff happens.
That was more paranormal, or right?
Yeah, it was. Something like that. Oh, it definitely was, yeah.
Yeah, there's like ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Was.
Yeah. The second one,
That's
is that coming out soon?
I thought their company was bought by something. Or by a bigger company.
Netflix.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
2022.
Huh.
Yeah, Netflix bought them to work on their mobile games.
Oh no.
Well, Oxenfree is a mobile game, but still.
Yeah. Huh.
But yeah, I think is that about
Yeah, that's.
everything for the game?
I think so.
Yeah.
Right. That was a great game.
Even if you listen through the spoiler section, it's still worth playing just to experience everything.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, like, even though there are the main plot points that we've covered, there's still all that dialogue where it's just casual conversations where you can build a relationship, like with Delilah or whatever. Because like it's so, it just seems like what people would normally say.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel scripted at all.
Yeah.
It's both relaxing and has tension in it. So
Yeah.
it's a good balance, really good balance.
All right, great
You
game.
guys want to get into the quiz?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I forgot
yeah.
about the quiz.
Quizzy quiz.
Quiz.
I haven't been doing the quizzes on audio because there's big gaps of silence and that's a little disorienting. So, was that
We did that
easy
one.
video game?
The easy one.
See, it says
Still,
that's
it's
easy.
still not.
Oh wait, okay, so I'm gonna write these down as I go.
Wait a sec.
Okay.
Why can't I pull up my notebook? There we go. Come on.
All right.
All right.
Wait, what? Oh.
That's why I say it's not easy.
Yeah.
You gonna read it,
Remember,
Ben?
don't click the answer until we're actually fully finished
Yeah.
with going over each question.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Mhm.
What inspired game maker Satoshi Tajiri to create the character Pokemon?
See, I
Wait, create the
game-
character Pokemon?
What?
I don't know.
game
Pokemon isn't a
maker?
character, is it? I thought Pokemon was just the general term for them.
No. Oh.
Wait, Pokemon means something. Doesn't that mean like little
To
monster?
create the character Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
How does that make
What?
sense?
Huh.
Wait. Actually,
I don't know.
yeah, that is weird. Game maker. Ugh.
Don't know. I feel like I've heard something about this before. Probably not though.
Juice is flowing.
Ew, what?
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 Juices. Oh.
Oh,
What is a frag?
well, that one's actually easy.
What do they mean? Like, is it literal?
I think it means in gaming terms.
Oh.
I think. Well, we all know this
Yeah.
one with both definitions of it, so.
Yeah. All right.
The Umbrella Corporation is a fictitious pharmaceutical company in what game?
Oh,
All right. These are decent.
not bad. Not bad.
I think we'll have a higher percent.
I got like 2 on the
I
hard
got
one.
like 2 or 3 last time too.
Mario first appeared in what video game?
I know this one. I think.
I actually like these questions.
Yeah, these are good.
What's the name of Mario's
that one?
dinosaur sidekick? Nintendo owns 2 of the most popular gaming franchises ever. The net worth of these 2
Go down more,
franchises
Ben.
equals the combined total of the remaining franchises
what?
up in the top. Wait, what? What am I reading?
You're too zoomed in. I
Ben,
think.
can you zoom out?
Yeah,
It cuts off part of the screen.
there we go.
Ben, can you zoom out? Zoom out. You don't need to keep it like locked in on each question, Ben.
Oh, there we go.
So wait, we have to answer 2 of these.
Nintendo owns 2 of the most popular gaming franchises. The net worth of these 2 franchises equals the combined total of the remaining 8 franchises.
It's actually crazy though.
popular game. The net worth of these 2 franchises equals the combined total of the remaining 8 franchises in the top 10. What are they? The 2, right?
That's actually insane if you think about it, because the other 8 include like Minecraft, GTA 5, or GTA.
Franchise.
I'm just gonna go with the
Yeah.
most well-known ones, I guess.
How many
Pikmin.
American households play video games?
That's
I've never played a Pikmin game.
They're fun. Weird though.
How many American households play video games?
how many American households?
Let's see.
So is there how many people in the United States? Like
300 something million?
3.
Let's put a crazy number.
In Minecraft, what typically results from setting an Enderman on fire?
don't know.
I don't even know this.
You don't know,
That's a
Ben?
random question.
Come on.
I don't know.
Play all the Minecraft.
Play all the
murder?
Minecraft.
Wait, what results from setting an Enderman on fire?
That's a really random question.
It is.
What happens if you set Ben on fire?
Third degree burns.
Oh.
What are the paintings in Minecraft modeled after?
I hope it's not something lame like real life paintings. Probably some random artist paintings that I have no clue what they are.
Yeah. Continue.
In Minecraft, what real life
Whoa.
animals portrayed the sound effects of the gassed enemies?
Ooh, real life animals.
Oh,
You know this?
I mean, I'm trying to figure out what sound it could be.
So you don't know it.
Oh.
You're failing Minecraft.
In Minecraft, what is a group of Endermen called? What is
What are they
this?
spamming the Minecraft questions for?
Especially the Enderman questions.
What is a group of Endermen called?
I've never heard any of these.
Ender group.
Ender flock.
Flock?
Yeah.
Who is the Nintendo character Mario's namesake?
What?
Huh?
Who
is?
shares his name?
Wasn't it
In-
like a janitor? Or is that a guy who created a certain game?
I don't even know.
I don't get what they're trying to.
What is the
say
name
about
of the first
question.
video game to be played in outer space?
Oh.
Huh.
That's interesting.
Pong.
You know, I was thinking that.
Probably.
That's what I'm gonna guess. I don't know.
It's probably Mario.
Because they were in space in the ISS, like way before all the big, like video games and stuff like Doom and Mario and all those games came
yeah.
out. So I would assume it's something older.
What video game franchise has racked up
like I
over
know this.
$1 billion
Yeah, I might.
in lawsuits?
How many are in here?
I have no idea. I didn't check.
Probably like 20 something.
Last one was 22.
What?
What organization hosts a biannual charity event on Twitch revolving around speedruns on popular video games?
Huh. Do you know that?
Biannual charity event on Twitch. So it's on Twitch, so it's not Twitch.
I don't know.
It's probably some random gaming organization.
What is the average of gamers
Oh, what?
in the United States?
Wait, average
Isn't
of
that the
gamers?
same household question?
Yeah.
What is the average?
No, this is how many people. The household was like individual.
What?
Or,
Wait.
This is individual. The other one was group.
I don't even know.
Why'd they split that question up?
What United States president was asked and declined to voice the in-game president character in Fallout 3?
So when did Fallout 3 come out?
Isn't that?
I don't know. What is it? Early 2000s?
I think so. Voice the
Wow, why did he
in-game president.
decline it? He could have been. He could have been a cool president.
What was that?
Nothing.
What world market generates the most revenue in the video game industry?
Oh,
What world market?
Wait, you know that one?
what world market? I mean, oh, world market. I was thinking like an actual game, but
I don't. Okay.
What problem plagues up to 40% of virtual reality users?
I might know that one.
What gaming console was largely considered a flop and before its time and effectively ended Sega's console efforts in 2001?
Like largely considered a flop. Oh.
There's two I'm thinking of, and I probably got it wrong.
What percentage of gamers consider online gaming a family bonding activity?
What?
Yeah, everyone knows that. It's so easy.
Percentage?
I don't know.
I guess.
It's better than some of the other quizzes, though.
That's true.
The other one was like really hard. What gamer figured out the DNA something?
What country tried to put a ban on midnight gaming?
Oh.
Is that a last question, or is there more?
Oh.
Oh, it's more.
What popular video game character inspired the name of a human gene?
What?
Human gene.
That's the Mario gene.
What was Steve Wozniak, co-founder of Apple, favorite video game?
They say what was like he died.
Co-founder of Apple's.
Apples.
Favorite game? It's probably something
Yeah,
weird.
what was? So that's what I'm thinking.
Oh.
I'm thinking.
Oh, you mean like when he was a kid or something?
No, like, I'm not gonna say what it is, but I think I have an idea of what it is.
Okay.
What game did the famous actor Robin Williams reportedly name his children after?
Oh, I think I know this one.
Wait, reportedly? It's not common knowledge?
Yeah, I know. Wouldn't that... Although I guess
don't
he
know
doesn't have
this
to
one.
disclose it, right? Because they're under 18.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know that one. I don't know.
Oh, that's it.
Okay. Let's go to the top.
It's what inspired game maker Satoshi Tajiri to create the character Pokemon.
Pet turtle.
Cat?
Butterflies.
Butterfly? What?
I have no idea.
What is a frag?
A kill or a grenade?
Okay.
Okay, we still knew that.
Yeah.
Umbrella Corporation. So what pharmaceutical company? What the games are from?
Resident
Evil.
Mario. Mario first appeared in what video game?
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
Mario's dinosaur sidekick.
Yoshi.
Yoshi.
It owns two of the most popular gaming franchises. Net worth of these two.
Don't read the
equals
whole thing, man.
Combined total. What are they?
Mario and
Pokemon.
Zelda?
Yeah.
I got
Oh,
it.
I forgot about
Yes.
Pokemon.
I just thought of Pokemon because it was mentioned before.
Yeah, same.
How many American households play video games?
150 million.
150 million. Why?
Why?
Okay, really?
That's not even.
60%?
Are you kidding me?
That's stupid.
Wait. But
That's not even a number.
2/3?
Oh, 2/3 is a number. Okay. Well,
Yeah, it would be more.
What typically results from an Enderman being set on fire?
They die.
teleporting and screaming.
Teleportation.
What?
Oh! Is that a good one?
You didn't say drown though. I said teleporting too.
Did you say they commit suicide?
I
Because
said they
that's pretty much the
teleport.
reason.
Yeah.
What are the
I'm not gonna
paintings
give
of
it to myself.
Minecraft modeled after?
Real paintings.
Real life paintings, I guess.
What?
What?
What does it say?
That's actually
What?
interesting.
Huh.
Counter-Strike maps.
What real life
Cat.
animals portrayed the sound effects of the gas?
Alligator?
Goat.
Cat.
Ah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, man.
How are you getting these Minecraft
Let's
ones?
go.
Maybe you're a closet Minecrafter.
Oh, no.
In Minecraft, what is a group of Endermen called?
Ender group.
Ender people.
A haunting?
What? I feel like that's something that a random developer threw up on Twitter one day.
I feel like that's something that like a 9-year-old would know. It's like, I know what a haunting of Enderman is.
Who is the Nintendo character Mario's
don't know.
I
namesake?
have no idea.
Landlord? I don't even know.
First video game played in outer space?
Pong?
StarCraft.
No
Really?
way.
I was thinking it might be something space themed, but I couldn't think of any.
What game franchise racked over $1 billion in lawsuits?
GTA.
Yeah.
Yep.
What organization hosts a biannual charity revolving around speedruns?
No
I
clue.
don't know.
Twitch rivals.
I've never heard of
What?
that. Games don't. Wait.
Twitch
yeah,
Rivals is
Games Don't
Twitch
Quit.
kill.
I know. It's just that's the only thing I could think of.
Average of gamers in the United States.
150 million.
50 mil. Oh.
What?
Wait, what?
Out of what?
Oh yeah. Actually, I don't know.
Wait.
Probably. I'm assuming
What
it's
is the
million.
35%? Is that what it is?
30.
The average. Yeah, the average what of gamers?
Yeah.
I don't know. That one's dumb.
Okay.
When the United States president was asked and declined to voice the in-game president Fallout 3.
George Bush.
Obama.
Bill. Wait. It was
Bill
made that.
Clinton?
Wow.
I put Bush.
I put Obama because that's like the time
Was it
when
that-
Obama
I
was
didn't
president.
realize it was that old.
when that came out.
No, that's an older game.
No.
I put
What
Bush. I
United
thought
States
it was-
president? So I think they asked Bill Clinton, like, after, like when he wasn't president. Obviously,
What world market generates the most revenue in the video game industry?
Epic
Gambling.
Games.
China. I don't even know.
Oh, I thought it was like a specific market, not
Yeah,
just a
that's what I thought.
country.
What problem plagues up to 40% of virtual reality users?
Motion
sickness.
Disorientation.
They're working on solutions.
Speaking of that, I got so motion sick playing Gmod VR with JJ.
You told me that you didn't get motion sick.
You were literally
Gmod?
flinging me around in
Oh,
vehicles.
that's true.
What gaming console was largely considered a flop for its time? Ended Sega's console efforts.
Sonic.
GameCube.
Game Gear. Oh, Dreamcast.
Dreamcast.
I don't even know.
I was thinking, was Game Gear Sega?
I'm not sure.
I know they had Genesis.
What percentage of gamers consider online gaming a family bonding activity?
23.
5%.
35. What?
No.
I was so close.
Okay, I could see that. Adult gamers play online with their children.
That's like Zevi.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I had 35, but still, it's just a really random number.
What country tried to put a ban on midnight gaming?
China.
China? Oh,
Oh,
man.
China did this recently.
Yeah, I think they did. Kids aren't allowed to play past like 9, and they aren't allowed to play more than like an hour or something crazy.
What popular video game character inspired the name of a human gene?
Snake.
What?
Whoa.
How'd you get Sonic?
I don't know. I have no idea. I just guessed a random character.
Wow.
Wow.
What was Steve Wozniak's favorite game?
Mario
Tetris.
64.
Flappy Bird.
Whoa. How?
Oh, I was gonna say I said Flappy Bird
You're just spamming Tetris in there.
I know.
You had to get it right at some point.
What game did Robin Williams reportedly name his children?
Zelda.
Zelda?
Doom.
It's Zelda.
Zelda. Yeah.
I was hoping Doom.
Wait.
Let's see.
He said games. I don't know. I don't even know what Final
Oh, I
Flight
don't-
is, so
Zelda's right.
we won't count it. We'll count
Yeah.
Zelda.
1, 2, 3,
I got 7.
8.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wow.
Nice.
I don't know how you got those other ones.
What the
The Tetris and the there's
Tetris? I
another
just put it twice. I figured.
one. That was a decent. Oh, these guys are back. Okay.
Oh no, not that guy on the right, please.
I don't know. The guy on the left looks weird too.
What makes it worse is they have like PS3 controllers that are wired.
Oh yeah. But who does that when they're playing a game?
I don't know. It reminds me of when you used to play the PS3 and Kelvin and I would lay
Yeah, I would make
up in your bed and we'd like
Yeah.
stare at you as you played and you'd make weird faces.
Yeah, you guys would laugh at it, so I would like purposely do weird faces.
Yeah, but you did have some weird twitches when
I did, but I would exaggerate them because you guys thought it was funny.
you'd be like, you do the eye.
Yeah, my eyes hurt like crazy before I had glasses. But I think that's about it, right?
Yes.
No more stuff. So, thank you for watching Cubold Cast. We'll see you in the next episode.